This is the design demo for the Instructor Question Customization feature in version 34. We're going to start by showing this is the old Instructor view. It has this page discussions, has some outdated UI. We're going to update it to be more relevant to what the UI looks like now. So instead of page discussions, we'll have the notes and outline sidebar over here, the back button. I'm just looking a little bit more like what the student does see, but I will have a header on here that says instructor view to indicate that I'm viewing this as an instructor, and I will at all points be able to return to the point that I entered. So here I came in from course content. Another example, here's a practice page in the old view. You can see what questions look like. They're a little confusing to the instructor. They weren't really sure what this information meant. So we can see in the new view, some of the UIs updating, but also how questions are displayed to instructors is getting a little bit of an update. You can see the title of the question, the type of question, what learning objectives are attached to that question. And I could also view details to see, what is the answer key, feedback, hints, explanation, and it's more clear that, I cannot edit this. You could also see the point breakdowns if that is relevant. And as an instructor, I can go in and see the learn page as well. This instructor view is just going to follow me. Now here's an example of a scored page. I can see the overall points available in the page that will update according to how I remove or restore bank selections or questions. I can see information here about learning objectives and proficiency. This tells me, what's kind of the coverage here, how many questions are tagged with each page objective. And now I'm actually going to hop into a different prototype to show the customization. So there's a summary here of, how many bank selections, how many embedded questions are on the page. You can use this to navigate to different selections, and it shouldn't cover up the question. And here I see, I have an activity bank selection with 3 questions available. I will see a sample question from the bank selection. This will say selection here. And if I wanted to, I could remove it. I'll get a confirmation that it's removed. There's no more questions available here. Nothing's going to show up in the student interface. And I could also restore it if I made a mistake or I want to get it back to its default state. And as you might have noticed, this has a removed look to it with the red and kind of grayed out, but you can still view things associated with that sample question. Now, let's say that I want to manage the questions that are in the bank selection. I just click manage questions, and that will open up into this new page where I can see the different questions on the right-hand side. So these are just, looks like 4 variations of a question. Maybe there was a problem with one, so I would remove that. Easily I could restore it again. I could select multiple of them, remove them, select multiple, and restore. Now, let's say that I remove one and I just want to show all the included. I have some different filters up here, especially if this bank selection is really large and I want to filter by learning objectives or question type. That might come in handy. Now, let's say you want to remove all of these. I'm going to get a warning that says, hey, actually, you're going to break the bank selection. So you either need to remove the entire bank or keep the question. So that will update according to, what the number is to select. Now, last thing I'm going to show here, if I can get back, is what it looks like when attempts have already been started. So the instructor would see a warning here that, hey, students have already started this assessment, or if it's a practice page, they've already viewed this page. If you're going to remove something or restore something, it's only going to impact future attempts. So I would also see, when I try to do that, a warning modal I can still do the action. It's just we want the user to be clear what's going to happen. So I could still remove it, still restore it. It's just that we want them to know.